Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. And yes, it's Monday night. It's our regular video Facebook Live on a Monday for Wellness Adventures Worldwide. And so we were supposed to be interviewing Joanne Newell for the Center of Energy Healing, but we found out that she's a little bit unwell. So we want to make sure that she is feeling fit as a fiddle and able to answer our questions. So we will be rearranging that interview, hopefully in January. And so I still thought I would come on this evening and give you a few holiday tips for traveling, because now that we are getting into the Christmas season, schools will be out in a couple of weeks, and I know certain families will be traveling around the country or maybe internationally to go and celebrate the Christmas holidays with their friends and family. So just wanted to give you a few tips on how you can stay safe and think about how you can beat the crowds. So hi Corey, hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying warm. So the first point I want to give you is, if you are going away over the Christmas break, make sure that you have someone check in on your house. As the weather is getting cooler and colder, pipes might break and burst. And so you don't want to come back to your house unexpectedly with burst pipes and water leaking everywhere. And also, if you've got some mail and you've got Christmas presents being mailed out, you want to make sure that someone is putting them into your house, because, you know, we do hear every day that parcels are being stolen off people's doorsteps because it's Christmas. So, you know, in order to minimize that, do get someone to come and check in on your house and make sure everything's doing well with pipes and everything, as well as gifts and mail. So that's the first one. So second one, if you are driving anywhere, make sure that you have an emergency kit in your car. So make sure you have a first aid kit, make sure you have a blanket, make sure your spare tire is ready to go, that it's not flat. Because there may be a situation, I know we don't want to think about it, but there may be a situation where your car may break down if you are driving into some cold conditions. And so you want to be prepared. So make sure you do have some blankets. Make sure you do obviously have a cell phone and you do have a charger just in case you do break down. So, you know, very basic things, but we just kind of take things for granted these days. So, you know, make sure you are ready and prepared. Also, if you are driving to a cold place where there is snow or ice, you may have to drive in it. And I know down in the south, we are not used to driving in ice and snow. So maybe do a little bit of research about how you can drive in the snow with your automatic car. You know, if you want to go that extra mile, you might want to put some snow tires on your car. But do read up on it, on how to safely drive in ice and snow conditions. Next thing, if you are traveling by air, you want to make sure that you get to the airport at least, if you're doing a domestic flight, at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours before your flight. The security lines may be a little bit crazy, so you want to give yourself plenty of time going through security and making sure that you can make your gate on time. So just give yourself that extra half an hour or hour, depending if you're traveling with your family. You know, do give yourself that extra time to get through security, because you never know how long you're going to be spending in those lines. So just make sure that you are prepared. Also, if you are taking gifts and you're not driving, I would give you some sound advice and to ship your gifts to your destination. If you're going domestically, now it's a little bit more expensive if you're traveling internationally. But it will just save you some space in your suitcase, and obviously it will save you some weight, because certain airlines, well, most airlines, if you don't have a credit card with them, will charge you weight. So you need to make sure that you don't want to go over your weight, and if you don't want to be paying too much, then do ship your gifts to your destination. Hi, Jen. Hope you're doing well. And if you are flying internationally and you do have gifts, another good tip is to not wrap your gifts. In case you get stopped in customs and they want to inspect your bag, make sure that you don't wrap your gifts, because they're going to ask you to open your gifts to make sure that there's nothing illegal that you're bringing into the country. So make sure that you don't wrap your gifts and that they are ready and waiting for customs to see if they ask you. And the last tip that I'm going to give you is, if you have heavy clothing and you're going again to a place where it's cold, make sure you wear the heavy clothing because again, it's going to help you with your suitcase weight, so you don't have to pay, an excess fee, but save yourself some time, wear the heavy clothing. I know you may be hot depending on where you're flying from, but it will save you money on checking in your bags. But those are just a few tips. I think I gave you about 6 tips or 5 tips about traveling over the holidays. We will have another session next week, next Monday. We will be interviewing Lisa Berry, who is a chiropractor, holistic chiropractor. So please tune in then. But as we get closer to the holidays, we want to wish you a happy holidays with your friends and family. And hope you stay well, hope you stay safe. And we will speak to you next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.